Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Math. Today we'll see in class 8, term 1 in rational numbers chapter, we are going to see about rational numbers between two given rational numbers. We are given two rational numbers and we have to find the rational numbers between them. Okay, I've given an example. First is 2 by 9 and 8 by 9. They are two rational numbers. We have to find some rational numbers between them. So first we have to check whether the denominators are same. Yes, they are like denominators, both 9 and 9. So it is easy to proceed now. Between 2 and 8, you have to just find the numbers between 2 and 8. So what are the numbers we have between 2 and 8? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we write the same denominator as 3 by 9, 4 by 9, 5 by 9, 6 by 9 and 7 by 9. So these are the numbers we find between 2 by 9 and 8 by 9. Now the question is, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only are there only 5 numbers between 2 by 9 and 8 by 9? Or can we find many more numbers? The question arises. As it looks okay. There are only 5 numbers we say. But you will have a little thinking over it. We'll take an equivalent numbers. We'll take equivalent fractions of both this 2 by 9 and 8 by 9. You take an equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? How do we get equivalent fractions? Multiply both numerator and denominator by a same number. You get equivalent fractions. Rational numbers also the same procedure. So what I have done here, for 2 by 9 and 8 by 9, we take equivalent fractions. I have multiplied by both numerator and denominator. I have multiplied by 10. When you just multiplication by 10 is nothing but just adding zeros. These things make your calculation still easier and simpler. So multiplying by 10 means just putting 0 with the number. 2 tens are 20, 9 tens are 90, which we can directly write it just by putting 0 on the numerator and 0 in the denominator. So 2 by 9 is equal to 20 by 90 and 8 by 9 is equal to 80 by 90. Okay, now we have rational numbers between 20 and 80. How many numbers are there? From between 20 and 80, 21, 22, 23 up to 79 it goes. So how many numbers are there? There we had only 5 numbers and here we can find 59 numbers. Here we had only 5 numbers. Here we can find 59 rational numbers can be found here. 59 rational numbers we can find. Now you multiply by 100. 2 by 9 and 8 by 9 you multiply by 100 becomes 200 by 900 and that becomes 800 by 900. And between 200 and 800 we have 201 to 799. That is we have 599 numbers can be found between 200 and 800. So first we could find only 5. Now in the next step we were able to find 59. Now 599. Now we multiply by 1000, 10,000 lakh. The numbers will be 5,999, 59,999. It goes on increasing. So what do we conclude from here? Between two given rational numbers, not only 1, 2, 3 rational numbers lie, but we have countlessly any number of rational numbers can be found between two given rational numbers. That's what this is the concept we have learnt here. There are infinite rational. Infinite means countless. We can find as many as you want. There are infinite rational numbers between two given rational numbers. Okay. Now here we have taken example with the same denominator. The next example we'll see with an example of, that is, if there are two different denominators. The rational numbers are 3 by 5 and 5 by 7. The denominators are different. So in rational numbers, in all these sums, first we have to make the denominator same. How to make the denominator same? We have to find their LCM. LCM for the denominators. It is 5 and 7. We have to find the LCM. 5 and 7, they don't come in any same table. That is, they don't have a common factor. 5 and 7 don't have a common factor. So how do you find LCM? Just multiply them. 5 7s are 35. When there is no common factor to divide both the numbers, we just multiply the numbers to find the LCM. Now the LCM is 35. So what is the next step? This we have learnt already in fractions. That is, take the first rational number 3 by 5 and we have to change the denominator as 35. So we should think 5 into what gives you this LCM 35. So 5 sevens are 35. When you multiply denominator by 7, multiply numerator also by the same number, then only the value of the given 3 by 5 rational number is not changed. As we did in the previous example, we multiplied by 10. Now to make it 35, we multiply by 7. So 3 sevens are 21, 5 sevens are 35. We have changed the first one. Now take the second one, 5 by 7. Look at only the denominator. Numerators can be same or different. No problem. But only denominators have to be same to do the sums. Okay. Now 7 into 5 gives you 35. Multiply numerator also by 5. 5 fives are 25 and 7 fives are 35. Now the numbers have become 21 by 35 and 25 by 35. So you have to find rational numbers between 21 by 35 and 25 by 35. So how many numbers are there between 21 by 35 and 25 by 35? We have 22, 23, 24 and by 35. Now the question, are there only these three rational numbers between 21 and 25? No, we can find many more, infinite, countless number of rational numbers like how. Now suppose the question, find 5 rational numbers. But here as it is, we can find only 3. Now how to find 5 now? Multiply both the numerators and denominator by 10. So it is just putting 0 with the numbers. It becomes 210 by 350 and 25 by 35 becomes 250 by 350. Now how many are there between them now? After 210, 211, 212, etc. it goes up to 249. So since we are asked 5, you write any 5 rational numbers. That's enough. But we can find many more. This is how we find rational numbers. Any number of rational numbers can be found between two given rational numbers. Okay, children? Now, next concept is a small concept in the same rational numbers. It is marking a rational number on a number line. How to mark the rational numbers on a number line. We have learnt marking the numbers on number line for integers, natural numbers, whole numbers. Now we'll see for rational numbers. The first sum is 5 by 6. See, we know this 5 by 6 is positive. So positive numbers lie on the right side of 0. So when you draw a number line, we don't want left hand side. So towards the left corner, you mark 0. And because we want only the positive side, so we let it be longer than the negative side. Okay, so 0. Now, 5 by 6 is what? It is a proper fraction. Numerator is less, denominator is more. That means it is less than 1. All the proper fractions are less than 1. So it lies between 0 and 1. So what you do? Just divide. What is the denominator? 6. Divide the number line into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just number them. This is first part out of first line out of 6. 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6 and 6 by 6. Of course, here 6 by 6 is 1. This point refer to the whole number 1. So between 0 and 1, we have all these numbers and 5 by 6 lies here. This is the position of the point 5 by 6. Okay. Now next is minus 3 by 7. Since it is negative, we want the negative side of it. So mark the 0 towards the right and take the negative side longer. Because we want to mark the negative side, we don't want the positive side. Now it is again 3 by 7 is a proper fraction. It is less than 1. So where this less than 1? It lies between 0 and minus 1. This is actually minus 7 by 7 means it is minus 1. 7 and 7 will get cancelled. Now the denominator is 7. So you mark 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this is the first line out of 7 lines. Second line out of 7 lines. Third out of 7. Fourth out of 7. Fifth out of 7. Sixth out of 7 and 7 out of 7. Because it is on the left hand side, we put negative signs. Now where is minus 3 by 7 now? Here is minus 3 by 7. This is the position of the point minus 3 by 7. This is for proper fractions. Now see 17 by 3. What it is numerator is greater than the denominator. It is an improper fraction. So as it is, we don't know where the number lies. So what we should do? Convert this improper fraction into a mixed fraction. For that, what do? We divide this 17. We divide 17 by 3. We divide 17 by 3. Numerator divided by denominator. So how many times it goes? 5 3s are 15 and the remainder is 2. So how do we write? This quotient is your whole number. and the remainder on the numerator, and we put the divisor on the same denominator. All this we have studied in earlier classes. Now to check, 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 2 is 17. We should get this. When you multiply these two and add with this, we should get this numerator and same denominator. Now it is 5 2 by 3. 5 2 by 3 means this is 5 is the whole number, this is the fraction. So it lies between 5 and the next number is 6. It lies between 5 and 6. So, and it is positive, it is on the right hand side. So we marked 0 towards the left. So mark the numbers, it lies between 5 and 6. So we need the number up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is between 5 and 6. So between 5 and 6, we have to divide that portion into 3. Look at this denominator 3. We have divided 3 portions, 3 parts. If you put just 2 lines, it will be divided into 3 parts. See, this gap is 1, 2, 3. You mark 2 lines, you get 3 portions. Now the first one is after 5, out of 3 portions, this is 5 1 by 3. Second line is 5 2 by 3, and this is the line 5 3 by 3. That is only 6. Now we want 5 2 by 3. So this is the position of the point 5 2 by 3. Okay. Now same way we'll see 1 in the negative side. The same minus 12 by 5. Again it is improper. So convert into mixed. How? Divide 12 by 5. It is 5 2s are 10. After 10, 2 is the remainder on top. So you can do this division. 12 divided by 5. 5 2s are 10 and the remainder is 2. So this 2 is the whole number and this remainder on the numerator, and we put the same denominator. And because there is minus sign, put the negative sign. Now on the number line, we want the negative side of it. So mark 0 towards the right side. Take the left hand side fully. Now minus 2, 2 by 5. It is more than minus 2 but less than minus 3. That means it lies between minus 2 and minus 3. Between minus 2 and minus 3. Between minus 2 and minus 3, we should divide into 5 parts. So you put 4, mark 4 lines, it will be divided into 5 portions. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, it will be divided into 5 portions. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first line is after minus 2, this is the first line. So after minus 2, it is 1 by 5. Minus 2, 2 by 5. Minus 2, 3 by 5. Minus 2, 4 by 5. And this is minus 2, 5 by 5. That is only 3. Now what do we need to mark? Minus 2, 2 by 5. So minus 2, 2 by 5 is, this is the point which we need to mark. So this is how we mark proper fractions and improper fractions, or with that I mean rational numbers, positive rational numbers and the negative rational numbers on the number line. Okay, thank you children. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.